Hi everybody, so this is just another quick tip video, and I wanted to show you guys some other ways to do mono printing. So I've been working on some Happy Mail lately. If you follow me on any of the social media that I'm on, you know I have been taking some classes from the ladies from Art to the Fifth. I will include the link to their website in the description below. They have some really great classes and are full of inspiration and ideas. And taking their classes reminded me that I started my YouTube channel doing a mono print video. If you scroll all the way back to the very beginning, there's a mono printing nudes video, and that's how I got started, because somebody wanted to know, how did you do that mono print nude? We don't understand what you're talking about. Can you show us? That's how I got here. That's how I got started. And when I did that mono print nude, I did it on a very similar piece of plastic to this. This is a piece of a 12 by 12 paper storage bin that I don't use anymore, so I cut the side off and I use it to print on. Yes, I have a Gelli plate. You guys have seen my Gelli plate in videos before, but I didn't always have one. And I do print on this, and I also print using craft foam. I'm going to show you some easy ways how I do both. And if you want to see how I mono print a picture like the nude, scroll, like I said, scroll all the way back to, on my videos, all the way back to the beginning, and it's the very first video I ever put up. I can't guarantee the quality is great. Someday I will probably refilm it. Today's not that day. But I will show you some ways to do mono printing like you do on the Gelli plate, only without a Gelli plate, okay? With things you probably already have in your craft room. So first we're going to use this sheet of plastic. I'm working on some Happy Mail, so I'm going to show you just a way to do a quick, easy background. I'm going to just put some different colors of paint on. This is, I just grabbed this. What is this? Titanium Buff Deep. It's an Amsterdam paint. And then I'm going to grab this one, which is a PBO Studio Acrylic Turquoise Blue. Big surprise. Today I'm doing ocean colors. I know that just shocks all of you so much. This is just like you've seen me do on my Gelli plate videos before. It's nothing new. And then I'm going to take one of my envelopes and I'm going to push it down and rub it in and print and hang it up. Now I still have some paint on there and I've got lots more envelopes, so let's work it out again. And this time I'm going to take, where did it go? There it is. This is a little texture comb. It's from one of the scrapbooking companies. I honestly don't remember who. I have a number of these. They sell them in paint stores and craft stores everywhere. You can even get them at the hardware store. So I don't know. It has an M on the front. It's the same as these. I don't know whatever company that logo is. So anyway, it's got different kinds of texture tools. Do different things. Of course, I have a scratch piece of paper. I'm not going to waste that paint. I'm going to take it and wipe it off on here. Okay. I'm going to take one of my envelopes. Yes, I have one that I already did some texturing on, so I'm going to use this, do it on this one. Very cool. And then I'm going to take my wipe up paper. getting dry. I want to try to get a little more of this up before we move to the craft foam. So I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of water. And I'm going to grab a fresh piece of deli paper from under my table, or two. And we're going to just see how much more of this we can get up. A little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside. This is a piece of craft foam, and it is called Silly Winks Craft Foam, 12 by 18 inches, brown. Well, it doesn't, that's all it says. Now it's thicker than normal. Can you see that on the camera? You could use regular craft foam. I've done this plenty of times with just a regular craft foam, but I have this, it's handy. I don't have to open a box, so we'll use this. And we're going to do the same kind of thing. Let me zoom out for you. Let's see a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Won't zoom out. How about if I just move the craft foam? There we go. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. You get a little bit different impression because the plastic sheet has no give to it. This is a little bit squishy. It's not as squishy as the store-bought jelly plate or even a homemade jelly plate, but it is got some squish to it. So you'll notice right away the paint brayers on differently. And I am going to put on some masks that I have here. There's a million different ways you can monoprint. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy a jelly plate, which would be my reason for doing this. Well, that didn't print very well, did it? I don't think that's the fault of the craft foam. I think that would be user error. It's okay. Right now I'm just making marks on these envelopes, so it's all good. Let's lift this up. So we can pick some more of that up. There we go. See? So you can get a nice print by using the craft foam. You will notice, because the craft foam is more porous than the acrylic sheet, that the paint soaks in much faster. It has different properties. It's going to give you different marks and be different to work with. Give it a little spritz of water. Nice color on there. Lift this up. Oops. You can still see a little bit of the pattern from the netting. That's pretty cool. And clean up with our deli paper. So there's all different ways to make a monoprint without buying a jelly plate and without making a jelly plate. So I want you to think about how you can get some interesting effects and make some interesting painted papers with what you already have in your studio. I know there's a way. So give it a try and see what you think, and have some fun playing with your paint and the products in your studio and see what you can come up with. All right? All right. Have a great week. Have a great day. And don't forget to go out today and do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. I'll see you later.